what the person in Guinea-Conakry says. That I now say to this Guinea-Conakry who's walking the streets of Johannesburg, go home. They don't understand it. And the reason they don't understand it is because during the course of the struggle, the continent came to own South Africa. Very, very much South African. This South African struggle was not just a South African struggle, it was their struggle. So, one prediction I will make, the Africans will continue to come to South Africa. Doesn't matter what you do. You can't change the hearts and the minds of these Africans. It's a particular frame of mind with regard to South Africa which they have to liberate. What we as South Africans have got to do is to say, how do we deal with this? You are not going to solve the problem of unemployment here by shouting against undocumented Africans. And leave the culprits. The culprits are sitting here. I can even tell you their names.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
We gather today at a time when South Africa has, over the past few weeks, observed acts of violence against foreign nationals. While acknowledging concerns about illegal foreign nationals involved in crime, we strongly condemn the anti-migrant protests and xenophobic violence. And we urge law enforcement to address these issues through legal means, not mob violence.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's video, I just want to talk about the former president Thabo Mbeki and the current deputy president Paul Mashatile. They are just driving a narrative that is very negative. They are not being honest. They are not honest leaders in my opinion. They keep on disrespecting South Africans. They think South Africans are so stupid, just like them. Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, talked about idiot leaders. I'm sure he was talking about the leaders of South Africa. He basically said he knows leaders, he can see them. He knows idiot leaders, he can spot that. So can you imagine a leader who happens to be a fool? What are you going to get? A disaster. This is what is currently happening in this country. A disaster. They don't want to address the underlying issues. They don't want to talk about crime. They don't want to talk about human trafficking. They don't want to talk about kids being kidnapped. They don't want to talk about drugs. They're suffocating us with the illegal immigrants and they're killing South Africans. They don't want to talk about that. I know we've blamed him when he was actually reprimanding President Cyril Ramaphosa. Do you still remember when our soldiers were taken to DRC? And some of them were killed. In my view, they were not protecting the DRC's interest. No, they were protecting somebody's interest there. And they were working against the DRC. But they are just lying to the South Africans again. No, we're just trying to help our fellow Africans. But deep down, they know that no, it was always about business interest. We are where we are today because of the African National Congress. I really wish people didn't vote for African National Congress. People ignored the late Mangosuthu Buthelezi when he was speaking about the ANC's shenanigans. And people ignored Credo Mutwa. These people warned us about the African National Congress. They stated that these are hooligans, these are thieves. They know nothing about managing the country. It's just a bunch of criminals, man. You cannot tell me that 32 years later, there's still inequalities in this country. And now they are lying about the illegal immigrants. They are telling us that we are xenophobic. Imagine the former president of this country, someone who is so influential, who has traveled all over the world, somebody who has traveled to different countries in Africa. They know exactly that all these countries have rules. They have their own rules. Even if you can go to Zimbabwe, you'll be asked, do you have the right documentation? How long are you going to stay here? Why are you here? But no, in South Africa, those rules can't apply. This country must just turn to another failed state in Africa. The DRC is such a shame. They are looting the commodities of DRC. They are not even ashamed. ANC is part of them. They want illegal immigrants to come to this country. ANC was never for you. That's why they created the Triple BE so that they can eat. The ANC elite can eat. You cannot tell me that in this democracy, majority of black people are still poor. We are ashamed. I don't want to lie about that because of stupid leaders like Paul Mashatile who are actually lying about this country. Where is violence? The March and March have been marching and they've been very peaceful. They've been very peaceful. They don't want to address the real issues, but no, they'd rather lie. They don't want to say, no, we have failed our people. We have failed our people. We couldn't give them anything. The only thing that we did was just to loot the public purse. We just looted, nothing else. When was the last time you saw the development of infrastructure in this country? When was the last time you saw government building hospitals, building schools, renovating schools, building new roads, building new cities? President Cyril Ramaphosa promised us the smart cities, but we are still yet to see those smart cities. They can't even say we have failed our own people, but they are lying. Tell me one individual who has been killed since people have started to protest. One individual who is a foreigner that was brutally murdered. Paul Mashatile is lying there. That stupid leader, Thabo Mbeki. Yes, I will say Thabo Mbeki is a stupid leader because he didn't even want to give people the ARVs. A lot of people were dying in the early 2000s. After we were hit by the HIV and AIDS pandemic, people were dying. He didn't even care. He just told people to eat beetroots because he's so out of touch. I don't understand why people are always saying, no, Thabo Mbeki wasn't corrupt. It's only Zuma who was very corrupt. According to the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa is doing very well. Thabo Mbeki did very well. The very same Thabo Mbeki, when he was the chairperson of the SADC, he went to Zimbabwe and screwed the Zimbabweans. Till today, Zimbabweans are disgruntled. They are still angry. They don't like Thabo Mbeki because of what he did during elections in that country. They keep on lying to us, no, the economy was very much better. No, actually, the economy was declining. The only thing that helped Thabo Mbeki, he only inherited a functional economy under President Nelson Mandela, but ANC was already declining at that time. He did absolutely nothing for black people, absolutely nothing. He benefited from this thing called Triple BEE. His wife became a billionaire, and then he used the Scorpion. I'm talking about the Scorpion that was dissolved by the ANC again in 2007 because Thabo Mbeki was using the Scorpion to eliminate the ANC people that didn't want him. He weaponized the Scorpion to arrest the only people that he didn't like. So what did Jacob Zuma do? He said, you know what, this thing was just arresting the people who did not agree with this man. It didn't do any justice. But here he's telling us that we hate Africans. We've been with these people. When the citizens are saying we are sick and tired of those people are killing our children. There's an activist in Northwest who recently died. They don't want to speak about that. And the allegations that he was killed by national foreigners, and I saw a security company, some are suspecting it was a security company. That security company, I think it's South African, and you don't know the mastermind because that guy was talking about illegal immigrants. He was against crime and he was very vocal about illegal immigrants. So now they are telling us gag. And we must just shut up because the former president has spoken. No. The only thing that we need to do is to just stop voting for this African National Congress because they've always worked against poor South Africans. The white people who are owning business in this country want cheap labor, nothing else. Even the DA is working hard to scrap the minimum wage. They don't want labor laws in this country. They want slaves, nothing else. These are dangerous parties. Even the EFF in parliament is now saying Paul Mashatile must just deploy soldiers on March and March. These people are not working for you, and I really hope South Africans are going to punish these people when it comes to voting. And I know ANC will fight to be in power. They will try to manipulate the system. They will try to throw away the ballot papers because they know nobody's going to vote for them. Even that mayor in eThekwini lied on television and said, we've processed about 400 or 300 people in 30 minutes. Home Affairs cannot do that. We both know that. The Home Affairs system cannot do that. You are lying to the people. You are saying you only got like 2 people who are undocumented. Lying. You think people are just stupid. Stop voting for this party. Stop voting for these useless, stupid presidents or whatsoever. Even President Cyril Ramaphosa said, stop provoking the illegal immigrants. You are xenophobic. They are forgetting that the people who have voted for them are the citizens of South Africa, not the illegal foreigners or foreigners. South Africans are systematically being replaced. They are no longer priorities. They are just hiring foreigners, even in public institutions. Shame on you, ANC. This is the party that needs to die. Share your views on this one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you on the next episode.